Hey guys, this is Coach Russer. As we get close to the season here, I want to talk to you a little bit about shoe choice. There's plenty of opportunities and options out there to get shoes, but we got to make sure we get the right shoe for the right foot and the right fit. I've gathered some of my old shoes that I've had over the years to kind of give you an example of what you might be looking for. You got to remember that we're not always looking for the shoe that looks the best, but the shoe that fits the best and has the right fit for your foot and for the style of runner that you are. I'm going to currently show you some training shoes. These would be the shoes that you would wear on every day at practice, and these would not be racing shoes that you would wear in meets, but more for that everyday practice shoes. The first shoe, this is the current shoe that I wear. This is the Saucony Everrun, and I wear a shoe, it's called a neutral running shoe. You'll notice that it has good stability, good cushion through the bottom here. The bottom of the shoe itself has got a good structure, and there's no wear and tear on the shoe at this point. I've had this probably since early spring, and I've run just about every day this summer in it. And things you're looking for in the shoe is, as you get close to the end of the season, is the end of the shoe wearing through? Are you seeing any white? This is all gray, and you don't see any white showing through, so the shoe is still in pretty good condition. Same for the heel. If you are a heel striking runner, you want to take note of the heel and make sure none of that's wearing away. You can see there's a little bit of this lineage that's starting to disappear, so that might indicate that the shoe is getting close to the end of its run. But overall, it's in pretty good condition. And this shoe, it's probably going to cost you about $150. You don't have to get the top of the line shoe, but this is one of the top of the line shoes, and this is just what I feel comfortable in, and it gives me good stability and good cushion. So that is the Saucony Everrun. This is also a Saucony Everrun, but you'll notice between this shoe and then this shoe, the same shoe, same style. This is the Freedom shoe, and this one is a little bit lighter. This is more of a lightweight training shoe. I did wear this for everyday running in practice, and it did cause a little bit of problems for my knees. It's a great shoe, but it was just too light, didn't have enough support. But if you are a lighter runner and have a little more speed, this would be a shoe that you might want to look into for your daily running. It's a great shoe. I liked it, but it just was wrong for my foot and for my running. Another version we have here, very popular, is the Nike. This is a Nike Zoom Air shoe, and this shoe stood up for really well over time. As you can see, the toe is a little worn there on the end, and so I decided to get out of this as I was getting close to the end. The heel, really good condition, and this shoe is it's a really thick shoe, maybe a little heavy on the foot, but it's got good stability, and it'd be good for a young runner who's looking for something to get into for everyday running. One of the kind of up and coming shoes is called the Hoka, and these are called the Hoka One Ones. It's a really bulky shoe, but it was absolutely wonderful to run in. It was light, and it offered a lot of support. It really was cushioned on the knees for me, and this shoe is just a new and up and coming shoe, but I wore this out. You can see the bottom's kind of wearing out there in this area here. On the heel, there was some, not as much heel striking because this shoe forces you to get up on the forefoot of your foot much more. You can see in this area here, there's a lot of wear and tear. So if you're a heel striking runner, which means your heel hits the ground first, this might be a shoe that you want to get into. It will force you to get up on your toes a little more. This here is another Nike shoe, but this is a shoe you want to avoid. This is just an everyday Nike free shoe, and this would be a shoe that you want to avoid because just because of style doesn't mean it's good for a runner. And I've worn these for everyday use around the house, and they've really kind of been worn out, but you want to avoid a shoe like a Nike free because they're not made for distance running. So those are just, let's see here, 5 or 6 different shoes for everyday running, for training. I want to talk real quick about some of the shoes for racing for meet day. This here is the New Balance cross-country model called the Kick XC, and these have a good heel on them, and it's going to provide you with some cushion as you go across gravel, stones, up and down hills, and this is what you want as a cross-country runner. It only has 4 spikes in the bottom plate, but it offers a lot of support. Same thing here, this is the Saucony. As you can see, it says XC on the back. This is another shoe that's got a good heel on the end to provide support. 4 spikes on the base plate, and it's going to give you good support. This here is an old track spike. This is more of a sprinting shoe. As you can see, there's no heel support there. This is completely a track sprinter shoe, and this is a shoe you want to avoid. This is also another racing shoe, but it's not a spike, it's more of a road flat, so you want to avoid these. You're looking for something with spikes in the end on the base plate, and this is something you want to avoid. So if you have any questions about running shoes, whether it be everyday racing or everyday training or racing, let me know and I'll be sure to help you out.